Ziggy back, part 2. Yeah, so David Isaac, he was speaking about how the world is very corrupt at the moment. They're using the moon, satellite dishes, very highly technological advanced machines and things like that, send out vibrations, nuclear radiation and things like that that really mess with our energy fields and create this illusion. Make us think that we are something else. You know, schools, for instance. Think about what schools do to us. That history they teach through school, and the way that we're disciplined through school, and all those kinds of things. It's all to make us think that we're just fucking a slave race. We're just cattle. And you may not have ever thought about it. Subconsciously, you know it. You don't know it because we're not. But subconsciously, you've been told all those things, so you've become that sort of being. 9 to 5 job, slave, fucking goes to the pub with his mates, or you're not doing anything spectacular with your life. When we all have that inner genius. We all have the ability to reach enlightenment. We all have the ability to change the world. Now, when I speak of changing the world, it's not, end of my life, bloody the whole world's changed to exactly the way I wanted it. But I change one person a day. They change one person a day. And then them, so you see it just on a chain reaction. And then, as you get more and more knowledge, you become like people like David Isaac and Einstein and, all greats. And you start changing hundreds of lives a day, thousands of lives a day. And those people go out and speak about the things you talk about, and they, may speak to 10 people a day and only change one life a day, but that life still has changed, still has become closer to becoming enlightened. Now, another thing David Isaac was saying, when you're on this spiritual path, there's going to be things that are going to try and stop you. They have programmed the world at the moment to do that. They've programmed humanity to put us down, bring us back to their level. And, this is what David Isaac was saying as well, is we're living in like a fucking... Sorry, burping. Them burps. Yeah, we're living in like a psych ward at the moment. Right? So everyone else is around us is psycho. Now, if someone comes into a psych ward and they're sane, that's all those people in there have ever known. So they think that's normal in there. So you step in there, you have all this knowledge of other things in the world, and have a deeper understanding of our Earth and the sun and just the universe. You're the bloody crazy one, because they can't comprehend where you're at. You know what I mean? But stay strong. Stay true to yourself, because the truth will become revealed over time. Those who choose to go within themselves and find the truth, as well as externally over the internet and things like that, they will be by your side from the beginning. But those who choose to just never make a change in their life, and they think that, the truth will become revealed to them. And then at that time, when they finally see the truth, then that's when they will begin to awaken. Because the things you have been talking about, this will happen, this is going to happen, this is, they're going to start fucking implanting microchips in our brains and things like that, so that that way they control our thoughts. That shit sounds fucking crazy at the moment, but it's happening. it's started, the research and things it's already started to become, it's already starting to be revealed to the public, and the public are just accepting it, thinking it's an easier way to learn at school and things like that. But in reality, it's much more than that. It's going to control our whole thought system. More than what they already have, because that's what another thing school's doing to us at the moment is it's not teaching us how to think, it's teaching us what to think. I love that quote. You know, I personally had the most amount of trouble through school. Not the most amount of trouble, but a shitload of fucking trouble through school. For, you know, reasons I still am not quite sure of. Well, I know, but it still just fucking blows my mind. You know, will you ask yourself, how come when I asked questions at school that were different, the teacher didn't give me an answer? She would just say, this is what the book says, or this is the answer, this is the answer, this is the answer. I just want you to remember answers. Not think about what the hell that whole thing is saying, and to try and process it and truly understand it. I just want you to know it. And there's a reason behind that. Why? You thought of it yet? The reason is because if we thought for ourselves, they wouldn't have any control over us right now. They need that to make us just believe shit, because we think that they're the ones who know, aka the news. So we grow up, then we come out into society, and then we go, oh, wonder what's going on in the world today. Go and flick the news on, and then you just see fucking wars, and just evil everywhere, right? So then our brains are focusing on evil all day, you know, and not even the truth about the evil, you know. They make us back the terrorists. Who's the terrorists? Terrorists. USA, Australia, America, USA is America, but US, UK, fucking, and don't get me wrong, there is terrorists and things like that in Iraq. Do some research. Guess who funds them? Guess who sells weapons to them? Go and do some research. I'm not going to give you that answer. Okay? So yeah. Think for yourself. That's the beginning of awakening, and the beginning of becoming conscious of all, is thinking for yourself. It's gonna bring troubles into your life. It's gonna make it harder for you to live. No, it won't. Okay, it will at the beginning. Alright, but over time you'll learn that people's opinions don't matter. That they may be the ones pointing the finger. Okay, pause there. Great thing my auntie taught me. When you point the finger, there's 3 pointing straight back at you. Okay? So, yeah, when these people are pointing the fingers at you and, hacking at you and, you're wrong, you're a fucking idiot, they have no fucking facts behind what they're saying. They're just saying it. Okay? There's nothing to back it up. They're just saying it because that's what they heard on the news, or that's what they, seen on some social media fucking website. And they're so consumed with their ego and fear. The fear of being wrong. The fear of the world really being like this, and of what it is, and because it's pretty fucking scary. It's pretty full on shit. There's reptilians, the greys are controlling our world at the moment with the elites, and they're taking over. It's scary shit. It's deep shit. the stuff that they're doing to us, the shit that they're feeding us, is really hard. It's not hard to believe, because I know that you people out there, you hear this and it sounds truthful to you. You feel it to be true, but you just reject it because it's so painful to hear. So, yeah. Don't be. Because the only way we're ever going to change it is if we all become conscious of it. And stop focusing on all the bad and the evil in the world and start focusing on all the good. And we have to focus on the bad to a degree to get rid of the bad, so that way we understand the bad and stop them from keeping that way of life going, if that makes sense. So you think for yourself, okay? What's that? It's me thinking for myself. It's me in my soul's language, communicating with one another, okay? Now, those languages are the hardest languages to translate. Why? Because it's my language, okay? Those languages are practically impossible to interpret into an English or the languages that we have in the world today, because it's not based off what the words have meaning behind them and things like that, but it's got to do with the feeling. It's got to do with the the information that you're processing, not just what I'm saying. And that tongue, the soul's language, is the beginning of speaking telepathically again. Once we will learn to communicate with each other's soul's languages, because then we will just feel what each other and see through images in our minds and things like that, what each other are talking about. And it'll be much easier to understand things, much easier to accept truth, etc. But that's the future, and that's where we're getting at with our consciousness and whatnot. But yeah, the consciousness of the human race needs to speed up a little bit. We need to start spreading the word more. Those who already are at this point. Now, if you're just beginning, don't try and talk about the complex shit that you don't know about to the 100% yet, because people will have questions, especially with these egos, and they'll be hard questions to answer. Some questions they won't even want an answer for. So don't speak about things that you don't have 100% faith behind yet. Okay, just speak about the little things. And those little things are the things that need to be spoken about more throughout the public, because those people, they just, baby steps, instead of saying, going up to someone and, "Hi, how you going, buddy?" No, it's not like you first met them, but it's your mate or something like that. And you just go, "World's fucked. There's the elites over here. They're using satellites and the moon and all sorts of things like that and food to alter our DNA and to alter our our vibrational fields and things like that to create this illusion of what the world really is. So we just become zombies, slaves." That's fucking hard to process. How about you just tell them what's at the start, like, how about you start telling them what they put in Macca's, or those fast food restaurants. How about you start telling them what meat really does to people. Don't push the veganism thing, because when you start to try and push, people defend. just mention things. Don't be pushy. Just put that information out there into the universe, and those who are ready to listen, those who want to listen, will listen. For instance, I have friends now, and I've been talking about this shit for a long time, and I copped a fair bit of criticism off them. Did I stop? No. I don't give a fuck what they think about me, because I know it to be true. Now they're doing their own research. Now they're going out and thinking for themselves. And they're apologising to me. We are having much more complex conversations. More interesting conversations. There's less crap in their lives. It's really starting to, like I said before, think for themselves, become conscious, awaken. It's just takes time. Don't get angry at these people. Don't. It's not going to help. Okay? Have remorse for these people. Feel bad for these people that they can't comprehend. They've been fucked with so much by all these systems that are controlling the people at the moment. It's not their fault. That's what I'm saying. It's just they've been fucked around with by the system so much more. They weren't born. Some of us, we are here for a reason, to help the consciousness shift. So we're born, some say with new genetics, some just say we were higher. And I believe it all. I believe it to be as one. We were higher dimensional beings. And we've come back down to these lower dimensions to help humanity. Because otherwise we might go extinct. Don't concentrate on it, because you will make it happen. As I was just thinking before and listening to the thing before, if we are concentrating on all the evil in the world and none of the spiritual side, none of the good in the world, then you're pretty much just praising these people. You may not like what they're doing, but if all you're doing is concentrating on what they're doing, then you're just becoming a religious being. Religion is what holds people back. Why is there so many religious wars? Because what religion does is it gives you a set. Anything that goes against what your book has said, you just completely get on your ego side and just go, no, can't be true, because that's not what my book says. That book, 100% right, that book. Yep. It's written by the Holy Spirit. As Russell Brand said, the Holy Spirit ain't got no pen. Human beings wrote those books. Okay? So if human beings wrote those books at a much lower point of consciousness, without as much understanding as what we have now, then of course it's going to be freaking fucked up. Okay? The Bible has been messed with over time. I was just speaking about the Christian Bible there, but don't get me wrong, all Bibles. Okay? The Bibles have been fucked with over time through mistranslation, through lack of understanding. We have learnt to take things too literally. People read things out of the Bible, and I was born up in a Christian environment, and You read things out of the Bible and they just take it 100% literal. It's like, what the fuck? Only a fool takes the Bible literally. Okay? Think about how Jesus spoke. Think about how fucking Buddha spoke. You know? All those beings. Okay? Those enlightened beings. Speak in philosophies. They speak to make you think. You know, they don't just go, don't just fucking, just speak literally. They speak with metaphors. Okay? To make you think for yourself. Okay? You know, Jesus came here. We're too busy fucking praising these people and bowing down to them and thinking that they're some superior being, instead of what they truly came here to do, which was to help our consciousness and to show us that we are all one. So we all have that capacity to be a Jesus, a Buddha, a Gandhi. Okay? We all have that within ourselves. But instead we just bow down to him and you know, we've completely misunderstood what the hell the whole purpose of him being here was. You know? What about, you know, look, we worship, I don't, but we as the humans, the religious humans, worship a cross, which symbolises the death of Jesus, all the pain and suffering Jesus went through. Is that really what you want to be remembering Jesus for? We should be worshipping that reincarnation of Jesus, him coming back as a light being, a child of the light. You know, it should just be, I don't know, maybe the rock. You know, that should have. I really would wish at least he's worshipped that cave, like we had just a, you know, like a fucking cave with a necklace, and Jesus is walking out of it, where he's like halfway fucking through, pushing the rock. That's fucking Jesus. How much cooler would that shit be? You know, but no, fuck, he's on the cross. You know, but yeah, those out there who want to help this consciousness shift, don't think, you know, we are all on this earth for a reason. We have to choose to follow that reason, but and go down that path. But no one man is going to change the whole world, change the consciousness of all beings. I'll change the consciousness of a fuckload of beings, but not all. You know, I live in Australia. I don't really think that I'm going to be helping many people in China. Can't even understand what I'm saying right now. Most of them. Those who don't know English won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Some will, they know English, but do you really think they're going to be looking for my shit, or are they going to be following someone from their own country? Listening to that leader. Okay? Lead. Don't be a ruler, be a leader. Okay? Be the person in your town that has the petitions. Be that person in your town that has the protests and things like that. Be that person in your town that walks around on fucking Sundays with a big sign speaking about these things. Be that person in your town that loves everyone and you know, lead by example. Don't always just be going yep to your mates, because you're not doing fuck all really. You know, lead by example. Go out and do the things that Be the change you wish to see in the world. So if you wish to see cleaner electricity, because we all know it's out there, it has been for, I don't know, fucking over 70 years now. Over, at least, okay? It's been around forever, really. You know, ancient Egyptian times and things like that. You know, that's what they used to use. These clean sources of energy, crystal energies and things like that. Make one. Take it to science fairs. Take it downtown on a Sunday. Open a little shop up, and you can make some money off this too. You know, money is an evil necessary at the moment. So use your gifts that you have and things like that to make that money, so you can go and do the things that you want to do in your life. But don't just make money to make money and buy material objects. Okay? But we do need that money, you know. If you want to go to Niagara Falls, you want to go to Uluru, the Devil's Marbles, okay? You need money to get there. You don't need money to get there, but it's really hard, especially in places like Australia and stuff like that. You know, in the eastern countries, it's a lot easier, because you know, you can be a Buddhist and you can just, people feed you and things like that. People love you and support you. But you know, just use those things. Create that energy source. Open up a little fair, a little like table and whatnot. Okay. Have it there and say, alright, $5. Come in and check out this awesome crystal that, you know, crystal energy that turns lights on. You're helping the consciousness of humanity there, because you get who knows how many people. Now, something like that would be incredible, so therefore shitloads of people would want to go and see it, correct? Even if they didn't believe it to be true, they would still pay that $5 just to say, at the end of it, you're a fucking idiot, because they're so consumed with their ego. But they won't get to that point, because they'll go inside, they'll see what the hell you're doing, they'll either think it's a trick, and that's their own problem. Let them think about it for a while and go and do some research, and they will find the truth. But the majority will see it and be like, wow, why? What the hell's going on? Why is this not? And they'll start asking themselves questions. Why are we not powering our house with this? Etc. And then, boom! The elites and the control system at the moment would have no choice but to start using these energy sources and stuff like that, because the whole of humanity would know about it and would be refusing not use it. You get what I'm saying now? So, be the light you wish to see. Be strong and just push for the consciousness shift. You can do it. You can do it. You cannot do it. Yeah. You can do it. Peace. Zigman philosophy. You love it. I love it. I'm out.